1 month at the hostel. How do I feel? It's a good question. Well, the power went out again. So we have these electric lights. And there's a bug inside one, but it's okay. We all need light. How do I feel? I feel English is the most sought after language, and I already know it. So I already won the lottery in terms of language learning. I made a list. Let's see. I made a list whilst I was at the beach. Sunsets are something people put on their daily agenda. You know, it's not something people in California usually look forward to.
Yeah.
Is everything out there too?
Yeah, like the whole town's in darkness.
Damn.
We just had dinner like at Raquel's in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite fun
It was
to be
really
there.
cute, yeah.
But at least they had food like prepped, right?
Yeah,
Did you guys just choose?
It's all like canteen vibes.
Heck yeah.
So
It's
it was
quite
good.
cool.
You guys are getting the Philippine experience.
I know.
This is
It's
it.
a lot of fun, isn't it?
Little fun, I don't know about that, but
How long have you been here?
1 month.
Oh my god.
Yeah, tomorrow, 1 month.
Oh, shit.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd like to get a cake, but there's no cakes available. So I'll just, I don't know, I guess like light 3 cigarettes on a piece of bread and call
That
it,
might be more appropriate.
right?
Same, I mean.
On brand.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, cool.
She was trying to call Anna to see when the power was going to come on, but
Okay.
they weren't answering.
Have you
Yeah.
been about when there's been like an outage before?
3 or 2 weeks ago, there was a typhoon, and it
Yeah.
was like this.
Wow.
So it was like this, but like rain.
Mm-hmm.
So at least there's no rain.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Mm. But dang, the whole town is out, huh? Damn. Hopefully it gets back on. What do you guys
Yeah.
got planned for tomorrow?
What are you
Off up to Almeida, yeah.
Ooh, nice. What time's your van?
8. Yeah,
So you guys might call it an early night then.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely. What are you up to?
I was gonna go. Have you guys been to Reggae Bar?
No, but I've heard of it.
So Reggae Bar is cool. There's like live music,
Okay.
but I don't know how live it's gonna be when there's no electricity.
Yeah, true.
But the vibes might be kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe acoustic.
To see what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But yeah, I might go out just for a little bit and then call it a night. Not too late, just because it's Thursday and we're supposed to get a lot. I think like 20 guests tomorrow, so should be a little more active.
yeah, nice. Yeah, that'd be fun for the weekend.
How many people can, like, what's the capacity in here?
So the 2 dorms, I believe I know total is like 44 people max. So there's 2 in this private room, and then there's 2 in the twin, 2 in another twin, 2 in another twin, and then so is that 2, 4, 6, 8. So what's 8 minus 44? Ugh. Minus 4, 36. So 36 can be in the dorms.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must be big, right?
Yeah. But the resort next door, they have a generator, so they have their light. That's how you can see it's going on.
They're a little bit bigger, aren't they?
Yeah. But if the electricity does come on, what time is it? 8:32. 10 p.m. This is how it goes. 10 p.m. is like Coco Rico, and then at like 11, they go to like Reggae Bar. And then after Reggae Bar, everyone's just drunk hammered at Moon Bar. And that's kind of how it goes. And there's like free tuk-tuks to like every bar. So
Nice.
yeah, it's neat.
Sweet.
But for now, it's candles and
Yeah,
this is it.
quite nice, quite atmospheric. Yeah, but the lighting's nice.
Where'd you guys eat tonight?
Raquel.
Oh, Raquel's, you just said that. Yeah.
They're so lovely there.
Yeah.
They're really nice. Really good.
Yeah, I usually go there if I'm kind of like not feeling Star Apple, because sometimes Star Apple is like super packed, and I'm like,
busy there.
It's pretty
yeah,
busy,
that's
yeah.
how it was yesterday, and I was like, I'll go across the street. So I just had
Yeah.
soup.
We were saying like if we're here for longer, it'd be good to check it out more.
Yeah,
We went the other day at lunchtime.
It's so good.
It looks like it's popping off now.
yeah. Dinner's a little special because they do like a barbecue meal,
Yeah.
like out in front.
And that's fun.
I like that. Like a bunch of places obviously do that, and they're like all good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of like look and feel.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it?
it's cool. Yeah,
Well, it was lovely meeting you.
Yeah.
nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy the rest of your stay.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
El Nido should be nice, so you guys.
Fingers crossed.
We're just going to ride, you know?
Yeah.
You guys gonna do island hopping out there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you guys do it out here?
We went on like one of the tours, like the day
Okay.
of the tours.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
It was really nice.
Yeah?
It was really nice.
Okay.
We met somebody who was coming, who like came from Puerto Princesa in the van that we took, who was a tour guide. He was like super friendly and was just like, yeah, welcome to
Yeah.
and, like, it was
That's
really
well
nice.
done. I've done like snorkeling on a coral reef, but that was pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
So like, I was complaining.
Nice. Well, at least you guys got to do something. That's nice.
It's been good.
And then you guys did hit Caron after El
I
Nido?
think so, yeah.
Yeah?
We've got like a boat trip up to Coron.
Heck yeah.
Should be quite fun. And then, so do after that. See what happens.
Cool.
You stand for here for a while.
Yeah, I'm here until October 29.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. California.
Nice.
And you guys are from, remind me.
Well, I'm from the UK.
Ah.
Well, I'm from both. Yeah.
I'm Canadian.
Ah.
I've been in the UK for like 8 years, so my accent sounds like messed up.
Ah.
But I'm from Vancouver, like originally. So
Okay, right on. There's 2 girls here I just was talking to. They're from London. Yeah.
I think
The one's just down there.
we've like swung by them before, and I was like,
Yeah.
we keep meeting people from London because we're
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like, we're fucking everywhere. Like, we
Ah.
left
Yeah,
on
literally.
purpose. And then everyone's like, oh, we're neighbors.
Yeah,
We're like,
I'm from
oh.
London. Exactly. Yeah, a little bit. Alrighty. Good night.
Good night, guys. Oh, they're staying in the double dorms. That's kind of how it goes. It's like usually it's 3 days. I've never heard 2 days. The 2 English girls, they're doing 2 days, but usually 3 days. And then that's about what's been happening. This is like experience of, we had this during the typhoon. It was like this, but this caught everyone off guard. But I guess the whole town is out of power, so I don't know what people are gonna do. But my experience of 30 days in like 30 minutes, that's a lie. When is it gonna be midnight? 4 hours. It's been nice. Nice little recharge. It's low season, so there's not a lot of people. So usually I wake up, have breakfast, and then I sit out here and wait until guests arrive. Usually no guests arrive. And then I go make music, and then I'll either take a nap from like 1 to like 2 or 3, and then go have like a late lunch. Or recently I've been getting enough sleep that I eat lunch at around 2 and just hang out here, upload YouTube videos, work on music, and then come back, hang out here a little bit until around 4:30, and then walk over for sunset, which is like usually 5:59, 5:52, depending. And there's like a nice little bar called Happy Bar. And you can get happy hour, 2 beers, 100 pesos, which is like $2, so like $1 beer. And then come back here, have a drink, and then I usually crash out around 8:30 p.m. But now, because we were supposed to have game night at 8 and it is 8:30 and there's no people, so I'm just kind of drinking, and then probably wait till Anna gets off, who's the bartender, and then we go to a reggae bar. And that's like at 11 p.m. And then if I'm feeling it, I'll go to Moon Bar from having Red Horse. It's a strong beer here. I usually call it a night just because I have one and I don't feel like drinking. It fills me up and I'm trashed. And then go home and sleep. So usually I go to sleep pretty early. But as of now, I'm just waiting till electricity comes on. And since there's no electricity, there's no Wi-Fi. And if there's no Wi-Fi, there's no point on being on your phone. So it's kind of cool. You get that social interaction that most people are missing out on. But a lot of the activities, which is like beach volley, which is at 3:30. That's a lie, 4 p.m. Kayak is at 3:30. I haven't really had many people. So we're supposed to have beach volley today. No one showed up. I make an announcement in like the WhatsApp, and then I usually stay here, and then I will go eat dinner. But sometimes I just sub dinner for like 2 beers or cocktails here. I mean, that's a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. As of now, I have my plane ticket in less than a month, because today's the 3rd. My flight's the 29th. That's a lie. My flight's the 30th. So I'm just kind of hanging out until my flight. It's very chill, very low stress, very much on my own terms, but it was hard to get used to in terms of like being on my own terms, because like my priority is to be volunteer. So I kind of take it seriously, because of, like, that's the only reason why I'm here, and I'm getting free housing and breakfast. So when there's no duty to be done, then I just kind of go out and do my own thing. We'll go to the beach. I don't really go to the nicer beaches because it's like a 40-minute walk, but I might do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we just have family dinner, so I might do that tomorrow. But if not, I'm just making videos like this, or working on music, or showering, because like I could use the shower right now. I'm so sweaty, but I already showered and I don't feel like showering again. And it's a mission to go to my cabana, get my clothes, come over here, shower, and then go back. So 1 month. What else did I have? I had one more thing that I wanted to talk about. I already mentioned sunsets. I already mentioned English. Oh, this is a little bit of a deeper combo, so I'll move to like the corner of the hostel to talk about it. But going in and out of alignment with people, which is a little interesting, because it's a small like island, and so you run into people all the time, but sometimes you're just not feeling people. Sometimes you're just not feeling like talking or socializing. So I found myself not running into people when I didn't want to run into people. But recently I'm like, all right, I'm ready to be a little more social. And I started running into the people that I first met, which was kind of cool. And even they were shocked. They're like, I haven't seen you in a while. And I feel when you're not in the mood and they're not in the mood, it kind of just works out. But when you're in the mood and they're in the mood, it kind of works out. Like there was one friend I met, I think in the morning, and I haven't seen her in like a week. And then I saw her on the beach, and then I went back and had a drink, and then went and had dinner. And then I was walking back from dinner and I saw her again. And even she was like, are you serious? Like, is this really happening? And it's like, I think when people are kind of like in the mindset of socializing or in the mindset of like figuring out life, to get a little deep, I guess, but it kind of just makes sense, you know? I feel like you meet people when you're on the same like vibe and like frequency as them. And so I'll like run into like my manager or my boss, and I think that's because, you know, I'm more in like a manager or boss mindset in terms of being a manager or boss of like my life versus when I'm just kind of freaking out or going with the flow. So it's a little interesting. You have a lot of time to think because things like this happen where there's like no electricity and there's nothing to do but think. You can't be on your phone because there's no internet, so you're kind of forced to just really think and reflect and make answers out of things that were questioned once before, which is kind of cool. But as of now, there's no one here at the hostel. Everyone's either out or there's no power. But it's really chill and relax. It's been really stressless, and I can definitely see it in like the whites of my eyes in photos where if I was in LA, I wouldn't look as happy. But, you know, living the dream, I feel like it's not always like 100% like amazing all the time. Like there's ups and downs. Obviously this is kind of a down where there's no electricity, but for the most part, like I'm pretty freaking happy relative to like when I was in LA where I had to work jobs I didn't want to work. So you do a lot of reflecting here. You do a lot of like assessment, a lot of like temperature. It's like putting like a thermometer for your life and figuring out kind of where you are. And as of right now, do I see myself going back to LA and working again as acting and music? A little bit, you know, because I've been here and experienced like this culture, and you know, there's not a lot of opportunity, and there's not a lot of opportunity mindset. You know, in America, you're a little more surrounded by people who are like, you can do it, like anything you want to do, your dream, whatever. But here it's kind of like you just work to survive rather than work for a dream. So it's a little bit different. And, you know, I have the luxury of getting on a plane and returning to a place where I can be surrounded by that. So it made me appreciate it a little bit more. And yeah, it just made me realize like, no, I have opportunity. Like I can't really give up on what I want to do because it's still there, it's still available, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at with this whole, it's been a month, and what have I concluded? Well, I'm really effing lucky to be like born in America for sure, and really lucky to know English. Like I was trying to learn Spanish, but everyone who's Spanish is trying to learn English. Everyone I met from Israel is trying to learn English. Everyone I met from Philippines is trying to learn English. Everyone's trying to learn English, and I'm like, bro, I already know English. So it's kind of like a lot of like realization of like how fortunate and lucky I am to be in the position I am to like, it sounds weird, but just to like speak English. Like there's a lot of opportunity if you speak English, and I speak English well, you know, and college educated English, which is like book terms and speaking properly and everything like that. So I think, you know, my first few trips when I went abroad, it was more learning about myself, learning about my values, my principles. And it's interesting, this trip, it's more about appreciation of how lucky I am, and lucky because of what? Because of opportunity, because of, you know, skill set, because of so many different things. So it kind of put a magnifying glass on the positives, because they are positives, but they're also really huge positives. So after 1 month being at a hostel, it was more just realization, and solid realization that, you know, can't be taught in like a school. You know, it's like a learned realization. But that's where I'm at. So do I know where I'm going to be in 1 month? Well, I know I need to be in Manila. I know I can either extend my visa. I know I can either fly back home to LA. I know I can either fly back home to the Bay Area and live with my parents. But, you know, life is exciting in that way, that things can change, and you can meet certain people that can totally change the trajectory or journey that you're thought that you were headed towards. So I'm more now in a mindset of I'm attracting my job rather than searching it. So I'm a little more relaxed. And I feel like when you're a little more relaxed, you tend to attract people that are successful and a little more relaxed. Maybe, I don't know. But that's sort of where my mind is after 1 month working, volunteering in a hostel. And that's sort of my vibe. And I've had people ask me, are you happy? Are you happy? And it's like, well, I'm not unhappy. So if you're not unhappy, what does that make you? Does that make you happy? Is this what happiness is? Not being unhappy, you know? It's sort of like a deep little question, but it's also true. It's like I'm not unhappy, but at the same time, I'm not thinking like I'm happy right when I wake up. But I also get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, which is a little hard to get used to, because, you know, if you're working or volunteering for someone or something, you know, it's kind of like the priority. That's the American mindset. But now, because I seriously have freedom to do whatever I want, you know, maybe this is happiness and I just didn't realize it. And it had to take me a month to make videos to build up to this point. But I know for sure I'm going to look back on these moments and times like I did when I was in Thailand, and I was like, dude, that was a cool experience. Does needing a shower every 3 hours contribute to the happiness? No. No one likes to be sweaty and uncomfortable, but I mean, look where I'm in. I'm like surrounded by like coconut trees and stars, and no like pollution or even car pollution at that. You know, sunsets are insane. So maybe I am happy. Maybe I am.